What's going on, everybody? Happy holidays. We're back again today with another video, and today we are going to be discussing the differences between Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Now, both of them pretty unique. I won't be going over the regular base red form, the Super Saiyan God form, because I feel like there's some interesting things here to discuss with Super Saiyan Blue. I might cover the two red form, the Super Saiyan God forms, in another video, but we'll be keeping this one as informative as we can. I went ahead and did a couple of games in ranked already, and let me tell you, the differences couldn't be more obvious. So we're gonna get right into here. We're gonna start out with some comparisons between the two. We're gonna analyze the moves, and then we're going to get into who is better, Goku Blue or Vegeta Blue. Let's start with Goku Blue. Let's see what we get here. We're going to start out how we always do with our combat. We got Cell here as our training partner once again, mainly because I didn't change him, but he's all good. So let's get started. Really nice animations there. Let's see the grab. Throws you down. 1, 2, 3. So you get 3 vanishes there. All right. So now, what do we want to check out first? We're going to check out our first attack first. Although one interesting thing here to note, notice our Ki Blast situation. Normal, right? Your charge, your smash Ki Blast, you get that, right? But look what happens if you pair that up with your jump. That's unblockable. I believe that you get that with any form of Goku that you're using, except for his Ultra Instinct form. I don't know if you get that with early Goku as well, but Goku has that. One good thing to have, especially if you just want to surprise somebody with an extra 2k damage. So let's check out our first attack. Very nice looking Kamehameha to charge there. Second attack. All right, no hard feelings hit, just a, one of his hard punches. All right, let's see, abilities. Instant transmission, which because of the fact that he's on a rock, it's putting us, okay, there we go. Interesting. Now we've got Kaioken. Pretty cool to have there. So now we're going to pair up that buff with our ultimate. All right, so 22,500 with the buffs enabled. Not bad. It doesn't change our charging speed, but it looks incredible. Oh my god. So now let's see how the damage compares without the buff. So that's our damage without the buff. So an extra 3k damage you get, it's worth it. It's actually really good. And visually, it's just stunning. And it only costs 2 thanks to the update. So now we're going to switch to our next character, Vegeta. Vegeta, get in here. And he's got some similar elements, but also very different ones. Notice how much that second buff, we're going to get to that, but notice how much that costs. So let's get to our combat. Hello, Cell. All right, so some pretty quick moves there. Grab. Pretty good grabs we get there. 2. So same deal, 3 vanishes. So let's see, what's our first attack look like? All right, first attack is that. Second attack is a close range gamma burst, only 2 key stocks. So you can really catch somebody off guard because you don't even step back with it, you just do it. So now our buffs. So we get that buff, and you can't use both of these buffs because the maximum Vegeta has is 5, so you can never expect to see both of these buffs enabled at the same time. I can do it here because we have infinite skill points here in training mode. So now this one takes us to our evolution form. Notice the eyes. And you stay like that for as long as Vegeta is on the field. I believe the buffs stay as well. Yeah, so as you guys can see here, these are buffed for the rest of the battle. So that's why your skill count cost is so great with this, because you keep this evolution throughout the rest of the battle. So that's broken, and look at the aura, man. It's just incredible. So very incredible thing to have there. So once you switch, you do lose this buff. However, during the entire time that you are out and active on this field, you will have these buffs enabled. So that is pretty broken to have such a, I mean, you have to get all 5 of your key stocks, of course, but you know, I've managed to do this in a battle because, you know, not everybody is always going up to ultimate or using the other buff. So it's not that hard to get to. So let's check out the ultimate. So we got to be nice and close because it is an explosive wave, not just any explosive wave, the final explosion. Now that does give you some damage as well. I'm going to tell you exactly how much damage that does cause. Let's see exactly how much damage this causes to us. We're at max HP right now. So instead of taking you all the way down to just 1 HP, this takes you down to approximately half health. So 2 bars it takes away approximately. You have 2 bars left, and it's also unblockable. Not as bad and not as big of a detriment as Final Explosion. If you use this at max HP, you can still fight, and this does 3 bars of damage to your opponent. So it's like an exchange, 3 for 2. When I say that out loud, you know, you're really only differentiating by 1. But what is his leg doing? He's doing his thing, so we're not going to disrupt him too much anymore because we've covered everything we've wanted to cover. So carry on, man. So let's break down these 2 characters right here. Who's better? Who's more bang for your buck? Let's get into it. All right, so here you guys can see I'm going to start this match off with a good old jump kick in the air, but then we're going to go and give Gogeta a nice little tour of the hyperbolic time chamber room. I was actually on quite a tear today. But I would say just as much as Goku's combat is quite quick, it's also pretty balanced where you have one set that's pretty quick and one set that is pretty moderate. It's still not slow or like none of it feels sluggish at all, but you have a lot more control in this case. So I really enjoy that a lot. I really think the visuals are great. Like I'd say that with the visuals, they're both pretty similar when it comes to when it comes to Goku and Vegeta, when they're in their blue forms. Very powerful attacks, great buffs. And as you can see here, we're kind of just dancing around each other. I tried to grab the air because, you know, why not? The atmosphere that's the hyperbolic time chamber is thick, so you can reach out and grab it. I guess that's my logic. But he does manage to pull off an ultimate attack here, but it's actually not enough to take me out because it's Gogeta from Z and not Gogeta from Super. So nothing to fear here. We're going to get hit by this Stardust and we're going to be good because we're also not Janemba either. So look at that. We live, we charge, and then we try to give him the exact same treatment where we hit him with a couple attacks, smack him up in the air, and hit him with our ultimate attack. And just like us in our case, this isn't going to be enough to finish him off either. So we're going to have to rely on our wonderful buffs to finish the job. And having our other ability, instant transmission, he never saw it coming. So incredible 1-2 punch with both of those, and you get key stocks very quick. So now moving on to Vegeta, in typical fashion, he does start off a battle by getting beat around a little bit, but that's Vegeta's style. You see, you can't keep Vegeta down too long because Vegeta will come back in full force. As you can see here, the combat is so enjoyable. They put a lot of nice work into Vegeta's combat. Hand to hand, he is a monster. He is overwhelming. And if you have good control, you can really do some amazing things here. I personally like to grab a lot more, and you just snatch the person up and toss them to the ground. Like, how much more disrespectful can it get for the Prince of All Saiyans? Somehow I've also been getting away with the sway today. Like, the sway block. Oh my God, it's ridiculous today. So we get behind him, continue on with the onslaught that does not stop. And Vegeta is just ripping through people. You get a final flash here. It's great. And we got 5 skill points, which means we can spend it on our buff. We're not going to need it for very long because he's going to try to go blue. And he won't be blue for very long either. Not even long enough to really get anything done. So he's going to try to do that there. We're going to vanish it and sweep his damn knees. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys be the judge of this. You guys let me know. Who do y'all think is better? Let me know in the comments below. Peace.